Khureb BeRuakh, Sword of the Spirit, narrated and interpreted by Wendy.
Ozrah, Ezra. Chapter 1. Now in the first year of Koresh, king of Perez, Yahweh stirred up the spirit of Koresh, king of Perez, so that the word of Yahweh by the mouth of Yirmiyahu might be fulfilled, such that he made a proclamation throughout all his kingdom, also in writing, saying, Thus saith Koresh, king of Perez, Yahweh Elohim of the heavens has given me all the kingdoms of the earth, and he has charged me to build him a house at Yerushalayim, which is in Yehudah. Who among you are of all his people? His Elohim will be with him, and let him go up to Yerushalayim, which is in Yehudah, and build the house of Yahweh Elohim of Yisrael. He is the Elohim who is in Yerushalayim, and whoever remains in any place where he sojourns, let the men of his place help him with silver, and with gold, and with goods, and with beasts, beside the freewill offering of the house of Elohim that is in Yerushalayim. Then the heads of the fathers of Yehudah and Binyamin, and the priests, and the Levim, with all those that the Ruach of Elohim rose up to go build the house of Yahweh, which is in Yerushalayim, and all those who were around them strengthened their hand with vessels of silver, with gold, with goods, and with beasts, and with precious things, beside all what was willingly offered. Also Koresh the king brought out the vessels of the house of Yahweh, which Nebuchadnezzar had brought out of Yerushalayim, and had put them in the house of his deities. Even those Koresh king of Perez brought out by the hand of Mithredath, the treasurer, and numbered them for Sheshbazzar, the prince of Yehudah. And this is the number of them: 30 chargers of gold, 1,000 chargers of silver, 29 knives, 30 basins of gold, 410 more silver basins, 1,000 more vessels. All the vessels of gold and silver were 5,400. All of these Sheshbazzar brought up with those of the captivity who were brought up from Babel to Yerushalayim. Chapter 2. Now these are the children of the providence who went up out of the captivity, of those who had been carried away, who Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babel, had carried away to Babel, and came again to Yerushalayim and Yehudah, everyone to his city, who came with Zerubbabel, Yehoshua, Nehemiah, Shariah, Realiah, Mardukkai, Bilshan, Mispar, Bigwai, Rehum, Baanah, the number of the men of the people of Yisrael. The children of Parush were 2,172. The children of Shethbathah were 372. The children of Arach were 775. The children of Pachak Moab, of the children of Jeshojehu, were 2,812. The children of Elam were 1,254. The children of Zatuah were 945. The children of Zakkai were 760. The children of Bani were 642. The children of Babai were 623. The children of Azgad were 1,222. The children of Adonikam were 666. The children of Bigwai were 2,056. The children of Adin were 454. Of Hezekiah were 98. The children of Betzai were 323. The children of Yorah were 112. The children of Kashum were 223. The children of Gibar were 95. The children of Beit Lechem were 123. The children of Nephbat were 56. The mortals of Nithbat. The mortals of Nithbat were 56. The mortals of Anatut were 128. The children of Azmawet were 42. The children of Kiryat Arim, Gebarah, and Beerut were 742. The children of Ramah and Geba were 624. The mortals of Mikmas were 122. The mortals of Beit Al and Ha'ai were 223. The children of Nebu were 52. The children of Makbish were 156. The children of Ilam were 1,254. The children of Harim were 320. The children of Lud, Hadid, and Aunu were 725. The children of Yerahu were 345. The children of Sena'ah were 3,630. The priests, the children of Yadudiah, of the house of Yehoshua, were 973. The children of Amer were 1,052. The children of Pashhur were 1,247. The children of Harim were 1,007. The Lehim, the children of Yehoshua and Kadimal, of the children of Huduyah, were 74. The singers, the children of Asap, were 128. The children of the porters, the children of Shalom, the children of Ather, the children of Thalmun, the children of Akub, the children of Hathitha, the children of Shabai, were 139 in all. The temple servants, the children of Zicha, the children of Kashupa, the children of Hashupa, the children of Thabut, the children of Gerash, the children of Sayah, the children of Badun, the children of Lebanah, the children of Hagabah, the children of Akub, the children of Hagab, the children of Shalmai, the children of Gana, the children of Gidal, the children of Kahar, the children of Reaiah, the children of Retzin, the children of Neguada, the children of Gazam, the children of Outza, the children of Pesach, the children of Besai, the children of Asna, the children of Maunim, the children of Nebusim, the children of Bakbuk, the children of Hakubah, the children of Harhur, the children of Batzulut, the children of Batzulut, the children of Machida, the children of Mechida, Harsha, the children of Harsha, the children of Bargush, the children of Sisera, the children of Damach, the children of Nestich, the children of Hathibah, the children of Shelumah, the children of Shelumah's servants, the children of Sathi, the children of Saperet, the children of Peruda, the children of Ya'ala, the children of Dakum, the children of Darkum, the children of Gidel, the children of Shethbathia, the children of Hathial, the children of Bukeret, of Zizbenim, of Zizbayim, the children of Ami. All the temple servants and the children of Shelomah's servants were 392. And these servants went up from Tel Melach, Tel Harshal, Khureb, Adan, Amar. But they could not show their father's house and their descendants, whether they were of Yeshariel. The children of Dayalah, the children of Thubiah, the children of Naguda were 652. And the children of the priests, the children of Hachbaiah, the children of Guts, the children of Barzillai, who took a wife of the daughters of Barzillai, the Gileadi, and was called after their name. These sought their registry from the genealogy, but they were not found. Therefore they were as if polluted from the priesthood. And the successor dictated to them that they will not eat of the holy of holy things until a priest stood up with the Urim and with the Thummim. The whole congregation together were 42,360, beside their servants and their maids, of whom were 7,337, and among them were 200 singing men and singing women. Their horses were 736. Their mules were 245. Their camels were 435. Asses were 6,720. And the chief of the fathers, when they came to the house of Yehovah, which is at Yerushalayim, offered freely for the house of Elohim, to set it up in his place. They gave after their ability to the treasure of the work 61,000 drams of gold, and 5,000 pounds of silver, and 100 priest garments. So the priest and the Levim and the people and the singers of the porters and all the subject dwelt in their cities, and all Yisrael in their cities. Chapter 3. And when the 7th month had come, and the children of Yisrael were in the cities, and the people gathered themselves together like one man to Yerushalayim, then Yehoshua the son of Jehozadak stood up, and his brethren the priests, and Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, and his brethren, and built the altar of the Elohim of Yisrael, to offer ascension offerings upon it, like what was written in the teaching of Moshe, the man of Elohim. And they set the altar upon his bases. For terror was upon them because of the people of those countries, and they offered ascension offerings upon it unto Yehovah, the morning and evening ascension offerings. Also they kept the feasts of tabernacles, as it is written, and the daily ascension offerings by number, according to the custom, as the duty of every day required. And afterward the continual ascension offering, both of the new moons and of all the set feasts of Yehovah that were consecrated, also of everyone who willingly offered a freewill offering unto Yehovah. From the first day of the 7th month they began to offer ascension offerings unto Yehovah, until the foundation of the temple of Yehovah was laid. Also they gave silver to the masons and to the carpenters, and food and drink and oil, to the Zedunim and the Zorim, to bring cedar trees from Lebanon to the sea of Yabu, according to the grant that they had, Koresh, king of Parush, according to the grant that they had from Koresh, king of Paris. Now in the 2nd year of their coming to the house of Elohim at Yerushalayim, in the 2nd month, Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, and Yehoshua the son of Jehozadak, and the remnant of their brethren, the priest and the Levim, and all those who came out of the captivity of Yerushalayim began, and they appointed the Levim from 20 years old and upward, to set forward the work of the house of Yehovah. Then Yehoshua, his children, and his brethren, Kadmiel, and his children, the sons of Yehuda, stood together to set forward the workmen in the house of Elohim, the sons of Hanadad, their sons and their brethren of the Levim. And when the builders laid the foundation of the temple of Yehovah, they set the priests in their apparel with trumpets, and with the Levim, the sons of Asaph, with cymbals, to praise Yehovah, after the ordinance of David, king of Yisrael. And they sang together by course in praising and giving thanks unto Yehovah, because he is good, for his mercy endures forever toward Yisrael. And all the people shouted with a great shout when they praised Yehovah, because the foundation of the house of Yahweh was laid. But many of the priests, the Levim, the head fathers, were ancient men who had seen the first house. Furthermore, many of the priests, the Levim, the head fathers, were ancient men who had seen the first house. When the foundation of the house was laid before their eyes, they wept with a very loud voice. And many shouted aloud for joy, such that the people could not discern the noise of the shout for joy from the noise of weeping from the people. For the people shouted with a loud shout, and the noise was heard afar off. When the adversaries of Yehuda and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity were building the temple unto Yahweh Elohim of Yisrael, and they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers, and said to them, Let us build with you, for like you, we seek your Elohim, and we have sacrificed to him since the days of Asar-Hadun, king of Ashur, who brought us up here. However, Zerubbabel and Yehoshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Yisrael said to them, You have nothing to do with us to build the house of our Elohim, but we ourselves will build unto Yahweh Elohim of Yisrael together, like King Koresh, the king of Paraz, had commanded us. Therefore the people from the land weakened the hands of the people of Yehuda, and troubled their building, and hired counselors against them to frustrate their purpose, all the days of Koresh, king of Paras, even until the reign of Dariush, king of Paras. And in the reign of Ahasuerus, in the beginning of his reign, they wrote an accusation against the inhabitants of Yehuda and Jerusalem. And in the days of Artaxerxes, Bishlam, Mithredat, Thubal, and the rest of their companions wrote to Artaxerxes, king of Paras, and the writing of the letter was written in the Aramite tongue. Rehum, the counselor of Shimshai, the scribe, wrote a letter against Jerusalem to Artaxerxes, the king, as follows: Lord Rehum, the counselor, and Shimshai, the scribe, and the rest of their companions, the Dinai, the Aparsatkai, the Tharpalai, the Arbaasa, the Argoai, the Babelai, the Shushankai, the Dehaai, the Almaai, and the rest of the nations that the great and noble Asnabar brought over and set in the cities of Shamarun, and the rest on this side of the river, and at such a time. This is the copy of the letter that they sent to him, to Artaxerxes the king, your servants, the men on this side of the river, and at such a time. Let it be known to the king that Yehuda, who has come up from you to us, have come to Jerusalem, building the rebellious and bad city, and have set up the walls and joined the foundations. Now let it be known to the king that if the city is built and the walls are set up, they will not pay toll, tribute, and custom. Therefore, you will endanger the revenue of the kings. Now, because we have an obligation to the palace, and it is not proper for us to see the king's dishonor, therefore we have sent and informed the king, so that a search may be made in the supper of the records of our fathers, so that you will find in the supper of the record, and know that this city is a rebellious city, and injures the kings and provinces, and that they have moved sedition within the same of the old time. For this purpose the city was destroyed. We inform the king that if the city is rebuilt and its walls are set up, by this you will have no portion on this side of the river. The king sent an answer to Rehum, the counselor, and Shimshai, the scribe, and the rest of the companions who dwelt in Shamarun, and the rest beyond the river. Peace, and at such a time. The letter which you sent to us has been plainly read before me. Therefore I commanded, and a search has been made, and it is found that this city of old time has made insurrection against kings, and that rebellion and sedition has been made in it. Also, there have been mighty kings over Jerusalem, who have ruled over everything beyond the river. Furthermore, toll, tribute, and custom were paid to them. Now give the commandment to cause these men to stop, so that this city is not built until the commandment is given from me. Now take heed that you do not fail to do this. Why should the damage grow to the hurt of the king? Now when the copy of the letter of King Artashasta was read before Rehum and Shimshai, the scribe, and their companions, they went up in haste to Jerusalem, to Yehuda, and made them to stop by force and power. Then the work of the house of Alua that was at Jerusalem stopped, so it ceased until the 2nd year of the reign of Darius, king of Paras. Then the prophets, Haggai the prophet, and Zechariah the son of Idua, prophesied to Yehuda, who were in Yehud and Jerusalem, in the name of the Alua of Yeshariel unto them. Then Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel and Yehoshua the son of Yehudzadak rose up, and began to build the house of Alua, which is at Jerusalem, and with them the prophets of Alua were helping them. At the same time, Tatnai the governor was on this side of the river, and Shethar-Boznai and their companions came to them and said this to them: Who has commanded you to build this house and to make up this wall? Then accordingly we said to them who were the names of the men making the building. But the eye of their Elohim was upon the elders of Yehuda, and they could not cause them to stop until the matter came to Darius. And then they returned an answer by writing concerning this. The copy of the letter that Tatnai, governor on this side of the river, and Shethar-Boznai, and his companions, the Apar-Reskai, were sent on this side of the river, sent to Darius the king. They sent a letter to him in which this was written: Unto Darius the king, all peace. Let it be known to the king that we went into the province of Yehud, to the great house of the Alua, which is built with great stones, and timber is laid in the walls. And this work goes quickly and prospers in their hands. Then we asked those elders, saying to them, Who commanded you to build this house and to make up these walls? Also to inform you, we asked their names, so that we might write the names of the men who were the heads of them. Therefore they returned our answer, saying, We are the servants of Alua of the heavens and earth, and are rebuilding the house that was built these many years ago, which a great king of Yeshariel built and set up. But after that our fathers had provoked the Alua of the heavens to wrath. He gave them into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babel, the Kashdi, who destroyed this house and carried the people away into Babel. But in the 1st year of Koresh, the king of Babel, King Koresh made a decree to build this house of Alua. Also the vessels of gold and silver of the house of Alua, which Nebuchadnezzar took out of the temple that was in Jerusalem, and brought them into the temple of Babel. Koresh the king took them out of the temple of Babel, and they were delivered to Sheshbazzar, whom was named governor, and said to him, Take these vessels, go, carry them into the temple that is in Jerusalem, and let the house of Alua be built in his place. Then the same Sheshbazzar came, laying the foundation of the house of Alua, which is in Jerusalem. and since that time until now, it has been under construction, but it is not finished. Now therefore, if it seems good to the king, let there be a search made in the king's treasure house, which is there at Babel, whether this is true, that a decree was made by Koresh the king to build this house of Aluah at Yerushalayim, and let the king send his pleasure to us concerning this matter. Then Darius the king made a decree. Therefore they searched in the house of the scrolls, where the treasures were laid up in Babel. And a scroll was found at 𝐤𝐄𝐄, in the palace that is in the province of Madai, and this was written in the record. In the first year of Koresh the king made a decree of the house of Elohim at Yerushalayim. Let the house be built, the place where they offered sacrifices, and let its foundation be strongly laid. The height of it is 60 cubits, the breadth of it is 60 cubits. 3 rows of great stones, and a row of new timbers, and let the expenses be given out of the king's house. Also let the gold and silver vessels of the house of Elohim, which Nebuchadnezzar took out of the temple that is in Yerushalayim, and brought to Babel, be restored and returned to the temple which is at Yerushalayim again, and be brought down to its place, the house of Aluah. Now Tatnai, the governor beyond the river, Sheshtar-Boznai, and his companions, the Pareskai, who were beyond the river, be far from there. Let the work of this house of Aluah alone. Let the work of this house of Aluah alone. Let the governor of Yehuda and the elders of Yehuda build this house of Aluah on site. Moreover, I make a decree that you shall do to the elders of these Yehuda for the building of this house of Aluah, and the king's expenses of the tribute beyond the river be given to these men, so that they are not hindered. And what they have need of, both young bulls and lambs, for the ascension offerings of the Aluah of the heavens, wheat, salt, wine, and oil, according to the appointments of the priests, let it be given to them day by day, without fail, so that they may offer sacrifices of sweet savors to the Aluah of the heavens, and pray for the life of the king and of his sons. Also I have made a decree, that whoever alters this word, let timber be pulled down from his house. Then, being set up, let him be hanged upon it, and let his house be made a dunghill for this. And may Aluah, who has caused his name to dwell there, destroy all kings and people, who put their hand to alter to destroy the house of Aluah, which is at Yerushalayim. I, Darius, have made a decree. Let it be done with speed. Then Tatnai, governor on this side of the river, Sheshtar-Boznai, and their companions, according to what Darius the king had sent, they quickly did so. Therefore the elders of Yehuda built, and they prospered according to the prophecy of Haggai, the prophet, and Zechariah, the sons of Idua, the son of Idua. So they built and finished it, according to the commandment of Aluah of Yeshariel, and according to the commandment of Koresh, and Darius, and Artachshasta, king of Paras. And this house was finished on the 3rd day of the month Adar, which was the 6th year of the reign of Darius the king. Then the children of Yeshariel, the priests, and the Levim, the rest of the children of the captivity, kept the dedication of this house of Aluah with joy, and offered at the dedication of this house of Aluah 100 bulls, 200 rams, 400 lambs. Also, as a sin offering for all Yeshariel, 12 he-goats, according to the number of the tribes of Yeshariel. And they set the priests in their divisions, and the Levim in their courses, for the service of Aluah, who is at Yerushalayim. like it was written in the Supper of Moshe. And the children of the captivity kept the Passover upon the 14th of the first month. For the priests and the Levim were purified together, all of them were pure, and killed the Passover for all the children of the captivity, and for their brethren the priests, and for themselves. And the children of Yeshareal who returned from captivity, and everyone who separated themselves from the filthy land of the nations, to seek Yehovah Elohim of Yeshareal, came to them, and kept the feast of unleavened bread for 7 days with joy. For Yehovah has made them joyful, and turned the heart of the king of Ashur toward them, to strengthen their hand in the work of the house of Elohim, the Elohim of Yeshareal. Chapter 7. Now after these things, during the reign of Artaxerxes, king of Paras, Ozrah, the son of Sheraiah, son of Azariah, the son of Hilkiah, the son of Shallum, the son of Zeduk, the son of Achitub, the son of Armaiah, the son of Ozrah, the son of Merayut, the son of Zerachiah, the son of Outzi, the son of Buki, the son of Abishua, the son of Pinachas, the son of Alazer, the son of Aharon, the chief priest. This Ozrah went up from Babel, and he was a scribe skilled in the teaching of Moshe, which Yehovah Elohim of Yeshareal had given. Therefore the king granted him all his requests, according to the hand of Yehovah his Elohim upon him. And there the children of Yeshareal, and of the priests, and the Levim, and the singers, and the porters, and the delivered ones went up to Jerusalem during the 7th year of Artaxerxes the king. And he came to Jerusalem during the 5th month, which was in the 7th year of the king. For upon the 1st of the 1st month he began to go up from Babel, and on the 1st of the 5th month he came to Jerusalem, according to the good hand of his Elohim upon him. For Ozrah had prepared his heart to seek the teaching of Yehovah, and to do it, and to teach in customs and judgments, and to teach Yeshareal with customs and judgments. Now this is the copy of the letter that the king Artaxerxes gave to Ozrah the priest, the scribe of the words of the commandments of Yehovah, and his customs for Yeshareal. Artaxerxes, king of kings, to Ozrah the priest, a scribe of the law of Eluah of the heavens, perfect and at such a time. I made a decree that all the people of Yeshareal and of his priests, the Lewi in my realm, who are reminded of their own free will to go up to Jerusalem, go with you. Those who are mindful of their own free will to go up to Jerusalem, go up with you. For as much as you are sent by the king and his 7 counselors to inquire concerning Yehuda and Jerusalem, according to the law of your Eluah, which is in your hand, and to carry the silver and gold, which the king and his counselors have freely offered to the Eluah of Yeshareal, whose habitation is in Jerusalem, and all the silver and gold that you can find in all the province of Babel, with the free will offering of the people and of the priests, offering willingly to the house of their Elohim, which is in Jerusalem, so that you may quickly buy with this money bulls, rams, lambs, with their grain offering, with their memorial offerings and their drink offerings, and offer them upon the altar of the house of your Elohim, which is in Jerusalem. And whatever seems good to you and your brethren to do with the rest of the silver and the gold according to the will of your Elohim. Also the vessels that are given to you for the service of the house of your Eluah, deliver before the Eluah of Jerusalem. And whatever more will be needful for the house of your Eluah, which you shall have occasion to bestow it for the king's treasure house. And I, Artaxshasta, the king, am making a decree to all the treasurers who are beyond the river, that whatever Ozrah the priest, the scribe of the law of Eluah, of the heavens requires of you, it will be done quickly, to 100 talents of silver, and to 100 measures of wheat, and to 100 baths of wine, and to 100 baths of oil, and salt without measure. Whatever is commanded by the Eluah of the heavens, let it be done diligently for the house of the Eluah of the heavens. For why should there be wrath against the realm of the king and his sons? Also, we inform you concerning any of the priests and the Lehi, singers, porters, Rateim, and ministers of the house of Eluah. It will not be lawful to impose toll, tribute, or custom upon them. And you, Ozrah, according to the wisdom of your Eluah, which is in your hand, set magistrates and judges, which may judge all the people who are beyond the river, all who know the laws of your Eluah, and teach those who do not know. And whoever will not do the law of your Eluah and the law of the king, let judgment be executed speedily upon him, whether to death, or to banishment, or to a confiscation of goods, or to imprisonment. Blessed is Yahweh Elohim of our fathers, who has put this in the king's heart, to beautify the house of Yahweh, which is in Yerushalayim, and has extended mercy to him before the king and his counselors, and before all the princes of the king. Therefore I was strengthened while the hand of Yahweh my Elohim was upon me, and from Yisrael I gathered headmen to go up with me. Now these are the heads of their fathers, and this is the genealogy of those who went up with me from Babel, during the reign of Artaxshasta, the king. The son of Pinchas was Gershom. Of the sons of Pinchas was Gershom. Of the sons of Aitmar was Daniel. Of the sons of David was Hathush. Of the sons of Shekaniah, of the sons of Baruch, Zerachiah, and 150 were registered with him. Of the sons of Pahat Moab, Al-Yehu Aini, was Al-Yehu Aini, the son of Zerachiah, and 200 men and 200 males were with him. Of the sons of Shekaniah, was Ben-Haaziel, and 300 males were with him. Also of the sons of Adin was Obed, the son of Yonatan, and 50 males were with him. And of the sons of Elam was Yeshaiah, the son of Ataliah, and 70 males were with him. And of the sons of Shephathiah was Zebadiah, the son of Mikahal, and 80 males were with him. Of the sons of Joab was Obadiah, the son of Yechiel, and 218 males were with him. And of the sons of Shelomit was Ben-Usepiah, and 160 males were with him. And of the sons of Bebai was Zechariah, the son of Bebai, and 28 males were with him. And of the sons of Azgad was Yochanan, the son of Hakatan, and 110 males were with him. And of the last sons of Adonikam, whose names are these, Alipeleth, Yael, and Shemaiah, and 60 males were with him. Also of the sons of Bigwai and was Auti, and Zabud, and 70 males were with him. And I gathered them together to the river that runs to Ahahwa, and there we abode in tents for 3 days. And I viewed the people and the priests, and found none of the sons of Lehi there. Then I sent for Eliezer, for Ariel, for Meshaiah, and for Al-Natan, and for Yarib, and for Al-Natan, and for Nathan, and for Zechariah, and for Meshallum, head men, also for you, Yarib, and for Al-Natan, men of understanding. And I sent them with a commandment to Idu, the chief at the place Cassiopea, and I told them what they would say to Idu, to his brethren, the temple slaves, to his brethren, the temple servants, at the place Cassiopea, that they will bring ministers for the house of our Elohim to us, so that they will bring ministers for the house of our Elohim to us. And by the good hand of our Elohim upon us, they brought us a man of understanding, and the sons of Machli, the son of Lehi, the son of Ishariel, and Sherebiah, with his sons and his brethren were 18, and Hashabiah, and with him Yeshaiah, of the sons of Merari. His brethren and his sons were 20. Also of the temple servants whom David and the captains had appointed for the service of the Lehi were 220 temple servants. All of them were expressed by name. Then I proclaimed a fast there, at the river of Ahwa, so that we might afflict ourselves before our Elohim, to seek a right way for us, and for our little ones, and for all our substance from him. For I was ashamed to require a band of soldiers and horsemen to help us against the army in the way from the king, because we had spoken to the king, saying, The hand of our Elohim is upon all of them who seek him for good, but his power and his wrath is against all those who forsake him. So we fasted and sought our Elohim for this, and he was entreated for us. Then I separated 12 of the princes of the priests, Sherebiah, Hashabiah, and 10 of their brethren with them. And for them I weighed the silver and the gold and the vessels, the offering of the house of our Elohim, which the king and his counselors and his lords and all those who were present had offered. And I even weighed 650 talents of silver into their hand, also silver vessels of gold talents, also silver vessels of 100 talents, and gold of 100 talents, also 20 basins of gold, 1,000 drams, and 2 vessels of fine copper, precious like gold. And I said to them, You are holy unto Yahweh. So too the vessels are holy, and the silver and gold are freewill offerings unto Yahweh Elohim of your fathers. And the gold and silver are freewill offerings unto Yahweh Elohim of your fathers. Watch and guard until you weigh before the chief of the priests and the Levim, the head of the father of Yeshariel, at Yerushalayim, in the chambers of the house of Yahweh. Thus the priests and the Levim took the weight of silver and gold, also the vessels to bring to Yerushalayim, to the house of our Elohim. Then we departed from the river of Ahwa on the 12th of the first month, to go to Yerushalayim, and the hand of our Elohim was upon us, and he delivered us from the hand of our enemy, and of those who laid wait along the way. And we came to Yerushalayim, and abode there for 3 days. Now on the 4th day the silver and the gold and the vessels were weighed in the house of our Elohim by the hand of Meriut, the son of Uriah the priest, and with him was Eliezer, the son of Pinchas, and with them was Uzabad, the son of Yehoshua, and Uadiah, the son of Binui, of the Levim, with the number and weight of everything, and at that time all the weight was written. the children of those who had been carried away, who had come out of the captivity, offered ascension offerings to the Elohim of Yeshariel, 12 bulls for all Yeshariel, 96 rams, 77 lambs, 12 he-goats for a sin offering. All this was an ascension offering unto Yahuwah. And they delivered the king's commission to the king's lieutenants, and to the governors on this side of the river, and they supported the people and the house of Elohim. Now when these things were done, the captains came to me, saying, The children of Yeshariel, and the priests, and the Levim have not separated themselves from the people of the lands, doing according to their abominations, even of the Canaani, the Hitti, the Perizi, the Yebusi, the Ammon, Moab, the Mitzrim, and the Amori. For they have taken of their daughters for themselves, and for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of the lands. And the hands of the captains and rulers have been leaders in this trespass. And when I heard this thing, I tore my garment and my mantle, and plucked off the hair of my beard and of my head, and sat down astonished. Then everyone who trembled at the word of the Elohim of Yeshariel assembled to me, because of the transgression of those who had been carried away, and I sat astonished until the evening sacrifice. And at the evening sacrifice I rose up from my heaviness, and having torn my garment and my mantle, I fell upon my knees, and spread out my hands unto Yahuwah my Elohim, and said, O my Elohim, I am ashamed and blushed to lift up my face to you, my Elohim, for our iniquities have increased over our head, and our trespass have grown up to the heavens. Since the days of our fathers we have been in a great distress until this day, and for our iniquities our kings, our priests, have been delivered into the hand of the king of the lands, to the sword, to captivity, to the sword, to captivity, and to a plunder, and to a confused face, like it is this day. And now for a little while, Yahuwah our Elohim has shown us grace, to leave a remnant for us to escape, and to give us a nail in his holy place, so that our Elohim might enlighten our eyes, and give us a little revival during our bondage. For we are bondmen. However, our Elohim has not forsaken us during our bondage, but has extended mercy to us in the sight of the kings of Paras, to give us a revival, to set up the house of our Elohim, and to repair its desolations, and to give us a wall in Yehuda and in Yerushalayim. And now, O our Elohim, what will we say after this? For we have forsaken our commandments, which you have commanded by your servants the prophets, saying, The land to which you go to possess is an unclean land, with the filthiness of the people of their lands, with their abominations, which have filled it, from one end to another with their uncleanliness. Now therefore do not give your daughters to their sons, nor take their daughters for your sons, nor seek their peace or their wealth forever, so that you may be strong and eat the good from the land, and leave it for an inheritance to your children forever. And after all that has come upon us for our evil deeds, and for our great trespass, seeing that you, our Elohim, have punished us less than our iniquities, and have given us deliverance like this, should we break your commandments again, and join in affinity with the people of this abomination? Would you not be angry with us until you condemn us, so that there will not be a remnant, nor escape? O Yahuwah Elohim of Yeshariel, you are righteous, for we who remain have still escaped, like it is this day. Behold, we are before you in our trespass, for we cannot stand before you because of this. Now when Ozrah had prayed, and when he had confessed, weeping and casting him down before the house of Elohim, a very large congregation of men and women and children assembled to him from Yisrael, for the people wept very severely. And Shechaniah, the son of Yechiel, the sons of Elam, answered and said to Ozrah, We have trespassed against our Elohim, and have taken foreign wives from the people of the land. Yet now there is hope in Yisrael concerning this thing. Now therefore let us make a covenant with our Elohim to put away all the wives, and those who are born of them, according to the counsel of my Lord, and of those who tremble at the commandment of our Elohim, and let it be done according to the teaching. Arise, for this matter belongs to you. Also we are with you. Be of good courage, and do it. Then Ozrah arose, and made the chief priests, the Levim, and all Yisrael to swear that they would do according to this word. Therefore they swore. Then Ozrah rose up from before the house of Elohim, and went into the chamber of Yehohanan, the son of Elishib. When he came there, he ate no bread, nor drank water, for he mourned because of the transgression of those who had been carried away. And they made a proclamation throughout Yehudah and Yerushalayim to all the children of the captivity, that they gather themselves together at Yerushalayim, and that whoever would not come within 3 days, according to the counsel of the captains and the elders, all his substance will be forfeited, and he would be separated from the congregation of those who had been carried away. Then all the men of Yehudah and Binyamin gathered themselves together to Yerushalayim within 3 days. It was the 9th month on the 12th day of the month, and all the people sat in the street of the house of Elohim, trembling because of the matter, and for the great rain. And Ozrah the priest stood up and said to them, You have transgressed, and have taken foreign wives, to increase the trespass of Yisrael. Now therefore make confession unto Yahweh Elohim of your fathers, and do his pleasure, and separate yourselves from the people from the land, and from the foreign wives. Then all the congregation answered and said with a loud voice, As you have said, so too we will do. But the people are many, and it is a time of much rain, and we are not able to stand outside, nor is this the work of 1 or 2 days. For we have many who have transgressed in this thing. Now let the rulers of all the congregation stand, and let all those who have taken foreign wives in our cities come at appointed times, and with them the elders of every city, and its judges, until the fierce wrath of our Elohim is turned from us concerning this matter. Only Yonatan the son of Ashahal and Yahziah the son of Tekoa were opposed concerning this. Also Meshulam and Shabbatai the Lehi helped them, and the children of the captivity did so. And Ozrah the priest separated certain heads of the fathers after the house of their fathers, and all of them by names, and sat down on the 1st day of the 10th month to examine the matter. And they made an oath with all the men who had taken strange wives by the 1st day of the 1st month. And among the sons of the priest, these were found who had taken foreign wives. Of the sons of Yehoshua, the son of Yehutzadak, and his brethren, Maashayehu, and Eleazar, and Yarib, and Gedaliah. And they gave their hands so that they would put away their wives, and the guilty offered a ram of the flock for a trespass. And the sons of Amer were Ganani and Zebadiah, and of the sons of Harim were Maashiah and Aliyah and Aliyah, and Shemaiah, and Yechiel, and Autzia. And the sons of Pashkur were Al-Huwaini, Ma'ashya, Mishmaal, Nathaniel, Uzabab, and Alasha, and Elasa. Also of the Lahuim were Uzabab, and of the Lahuim were Uzabad, and Shimei, Litha, and Kilitha. The same is Kilitha, Petachia, Yehuda, and Alezer. Also of the singers was Alishib, and of the porters was Shallum, and Thelem, and Auri. Moreover, of Yeshariel were the sons of Baruch, Ramah, Ramya, Ramya, and Yizya, and Melchiah, and Melchiah, Mihamin, and Mihamim, and Alezer, Melekiah, and Melekiah, Benaiah, and Benaiah. And of the sons of Elam, Matanya, were Matanya, Zechariah, and Jual, and Abdi, and Yermut, and Aliyah. And of the sons of Zatua were Al-Huwai, Alishib, Matanya, and Yermut, Zabad, and Zabad, and Aziza. Also of the sons of Bebai were Yehohanan, Kananiah, Zabai, Athlai. And of the sons of Bani were Meshulam, Maluk, and Adaiah, Yashub, and Sheol, and Ramut. And of the sons of Pahat Moab were Adna, and Shelah, and Shelal, Benaiah, Ma'ashaya, Matanya, Betzaal, and Bini, and Binuai. And of the sons of Harim were Alizer, Mishiah, Melchiah, Shemaiah, Shimaun, Binyamin, Maluk, Shemariah, Kashum. And of the sons of Kashum, and of the sons of Hashum, Matenai, were Matenai, Matatha, Zabad, Alipaleth, Yermi, Yermai, Menashe, Shimei. Of the sons of Bani were Madai, Amram, and Aual, Banaya, Bedeya, Keluhu, Manya, Meremut, Alishib, Matanya, Matenai, and Yaashai, and Bani, and Binu, and Shimei, and Shelemiah, and Nathan, and Adaiah, Maknadebai, Shashai, Sharai, Azaral, and Shelem-Yehu, Shemariah, Shalom, Amarya. Of the sons of Nebu, Yaal. Of the sons of Nebu were Yaal, Matitya, Zabad, Zibna, Yidu, and Jual, Binayehu. All of these had taken foreign wives, and of them placed wives and children. The end. Thank you for listening to my interpretation of Ezra. I hope that you find my Bible series, Khureb BeRuakh, Sword of the Spirit, enlightening. The word of Yahweh is a treasure trove of mysteries. It's amazing what you'll discover when you read it with your eyes open. My name is Wendy, and you've been called out of darkness